Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Wonderful Announcer. Yes, you are watching WEML-TV, Channel 77. I am your host, Eric Lima, episode 286, June the 10th, 2021, 1:07 p.m. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful day. And Vaughn Baskin, once again, on his money, as always, even though his comments about what's going to happen in NXT, it can be all skewed and out of view sometimes. Thinking about what the Diamond Mine, the Doomsday, and everything else. Vaughn, you got to slow it down with the story. This is not story creative ideas. This is just going over what has happened and what do you think is going to happen in the future. You got to remember, some countries are still in the middle of that pandemic, and even though we're getting over this pandemic, so you gotta slow your roll down a little bit. Just slow it down. One thing I do agree with you on, Vaughn, is Tegan Nox will come back. Now she'll go after Dakota Kai, but I think Candice LeRae's got something in her way. Who knows? I like to see Tegan Nox and Dakota Kai come back and be friends again. I'm hoping that'll be the case, but who knows for sure. Check this out. I forgot to do a Raw Event Center for June 7th, 2021. I forgot to do it, and it's crazy, isn't it? And so I know today is Thursday. It'll be Thundercracker Thursday. On the next episode, I will get some Bullseye playing going. So don't fret. I figured I'd get this out of the way. Now there's a this past Monday night on Raw, a 5-team battle royal between RK Bro, Viking Raiders, New Day, T-Bar and Mace, and the Lucha House Party. And AJ Styles and Omos cut a promo on the 5 teams. But then then the Miz interrupted AJ Styles along with John Morrison. Then John Morrison was involved in the matchup, being the 6th competitor representing him and Miz, and I don't know why that is. Miz was hurt. I don't know why they put him in there. So anyways, so the first team that got eliminated was the Lucha House Party, and then T-Bar and Mace surprisingly got eliminated. RK Bro and T-Bar and Mace got eliminated. John Morrison got eliminated for his team. Then the New Day got eliminated. And then RK Bro was the last ones to be eliminated. To win the Battle Royal, the Viking Raiders will have a shot at the Tag Team Champions for the belts, and that would be AJ Styles and Omos, the champions. And then Lashley MVP, we're in the new VIP lounge, partying it up again. And then Charlotte Flair talks to Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville about the whole Hell in a Cell match, and Rhea Ripley interrupts them. And then Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville said, we'll make it a tag team matchup against Cross and a partner. And then they advertised about NXT the next night with DiBiase's promos on Cameron Grimes and LA Knight. If you want to know what that's all about, refer to my video. You'll see what I mean. So the Viking Raiders celebrate the victory, but it was they were interrupted by AJ Styles and Omos again. Omos grabbing a turkey leg. It seems like ticking off Ivar, because Ivar loves turkey legs. You know that. So Elias cut a promo on Jackson Riker, and Riker blindsides Elias. I mean, and Jackson Riker's got a haircut, and he's got this new attitude, and he brutally beat Elias. That was the first matchup, second matchup, and so Jackson Riker did defeat Elias. So that was a crazy matchup in itself. So that was an insane match. Contract signing: Drew McIntyre entered the Thunderdome first. Bobby Lashley then shows up at his expense, since Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre was telling a story about a king and a spider and all that good stuff. Forget what it was. So anyways, so the contract signings that happened, it's official. And there was a couple of stipulations. Bobby Lashley says, this is your final chance. You lose, you're done as long as I'm champion. Drew McIntyre has no problem with that. And he says this, though. Let's make it inside the Hell in a Cell. And Drew McIntyre's with the advantage because Bobby Lashley's never been inside the Hell in a Cell. And Drew McIntyre has. So, and thus, with Lashley as the champion, we will... And then a lot more insults, and then Drew McIntyre grabbed his sword, chopped the table in half, scaring everybody, including the ladies. And Adam and Sonya are looking like, whoa, he is not playing. I mean, the sword actually chopped the table in half. What? I'm like, how did Drew do that? That was crazy. I mean, he chopped the table in half with his sword. Oh my goodness. That was crazy. Scared the ladies half to death. Hey, if you see a guy with a sword in the ring, stay away from him. You know what? I think the Undertaker knows a thing or two about swords, because I remember the Berserker tried to stab him with a sword back in 1992 of April after WrestleMania. And so anyways, Sarah Schreiber interviewed Nikki Cross about the tag team matchup. Nikki Cross says, yep, and I got a partner, and she chose former NXT rival Asuka. How cool is that? And Asuka and Nikki Cross, they're a little crazy. I like the dynamic of Nikki Cross and Asuka teaming up. I thought it was really, really cool, and I think they should pursue the women's tag team champions. I mean, Nikki Cross and Asuka doing the thing, wiggle the butts and everything else. Oh, it's still funny. They like to party it up. So like I say, yeah, and since they know each other from, they had a history with NXT with that Falls Count Anywhere crazy match. It was, Nikki Cross thought was perfect. So Nikki Cross is smart too. Sheamus did enter the Thunderdome with a face mask. He said, "I'm not clear to compete," but Ricochet and Humberto Carrillo were fighting, and the winner of that match will face Sheamus for the United States title. But both men were counted out, so it was considered a draw. So Sheamus starts laughing, making fun of them and everything else. And then MVP with Kofi were talking after Kofi was talking to Xavier Woods. And he said, and MVP says, I was the first one, was very happy for you. But he says, the reason why Kofi Mania ended because you let that happen. And got Kofi to thinking. So because Kofi Kingston had another matchup. And then Eva Marie, the Evolution, finally coming to Raw this coming Monday night. Eva Marie making her return. We don't know what she's going to do, what she's all about, what's going to happen, what's going through her mind. I think we will find out. And I think Bayley is not very happy the fact that Eva Marie calls herself a super role model. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. But as a heel, I have to admit, as a heel, Bayley is funny. She's entertaining. She's goofy, and she's having a great time cracking jokes. I like this funny-looking Bayley. Ding dong, hello. But the Bayley was on a Raw, but you know what? Bayley did a tweet. It was not very happy. This is why I hate you idiots. Always calls Michael Cole a stupid idiot. I'm like, hey, that's the new Jericho. Bayley's the new female version of Jericho. And then Mustafa Ali was talking to Mansoor and warning him about Drew Gulak. So, and then Jeff Hardy took on Cedric Alexander. One-on-one was a heck of a matchup, but then Jeff Hardy did beat Cedric Alexander. Seems like Cedric Alexander's been too busy running his mouth and concerning himself about Shelton Benjamin. And so, anyways, Charlotte and Rhea Ripley talk strategy. They talk strategy. Nah, they were arguing about who's better. You follow my lead, you follow my lead. Perfect. Then they had the matchup, Nikki Cross and Asuka against Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair. It was a heck of a matchup. Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair kind of broke down. The two women started brawling with each other. That gave Nikki Cross and Asuka the advantage. And Nikki Cross and Asuka did pick up the victory. And Nikki Cross made the pinfall on the women's champ Rhea Ripley. I would not be surprised. Nikki Cross is that close. I mean, she was in the ring with two former women's champions, one of them her partner, and the other on the upside, and the current World Women's Champ, Rhea Ripley. Nikki Cross is coming to her own. I guess I see big things from Nikki Cross. I think this year will be the year of Nikki Cross. Mansoor went 1-on-1 with Drew Gulak. I think during their time of 205 Live and his former cruiserweights. And Mansoor did pick up the victory over Drew Gulak. So congratulations to Mansoor. Riddle and Orton were talking backstage, and then Matt Riddle went 1-on-1 with Kofi Kingston. It was a heck of a matchup. Matt Riddle tried to emulate Randy Orton. It did not work out to perfection for him, as Kofi Kingston did pick up the victory. And Alexa Bliss did cut a promo on Shayna Baszler about coming on the Alexa's Playground. But then before Shayna Baszler decided to go out there, Nia Jax says, hey, I know Alexa for a long time. You sure this is a good idea? Shayna Baszler arguing, how's Reggie? And Reggie's fine. She warned Shayna to be very, very careful. And then, so Alexa's Playground, and then Shayna Baszler insulted the doll, Lily. She insulted Alexa. And then when Shayna Baszler got the doll and stomped on it, Alexa tried to attack her. She was outside the ring. And the segment where, Shayna Baszler was running around trying to escape and the doll's right there and everything else. A lot of people were not very happy about that segment. I don't know if Alexa Bliss playing mind games or what. I don't know what, they're trying to do. It was a little bit of craziness. So that is it for the Monday Night Raw Event Center for June the 7th, 2021. I apologize for not uploading this video, but Von Vaskin brought it up to me, and then I thought I did it, and then I looked around like, holy crap, I did not do it. Holy shnikey. Okay, then. So I'm hoping you guys tune in. We got tomorrow night, Friday Night SmackDown. Today, NXT UK at 3. That's less than 2 hours. The championship match, women's championship match of the NXT UK. Kaylee Ray defending against Meiko Satomura, the final boss, part 2. I think this is going to be a great rivalry between the two veteran ladies, and we'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. All right. So this is it. That's all the time we have on the show. Episode 286 of WEML-TV, Channel 77. Raw Event Center for June the 7th, 2021. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. On the next episode 287, it will be Thundercracker Thursday. The bonus island number 14 will be coming up. So I'll see you guys later, and until then, keep smiling. Bless out.